What is the difference between a black revolution and a Negro revolution? First, what is a revolution? Sometimes I'm inclined to believe that many of our people are using this word revolution loosely, without taking careful consideration what this word actually means and what its historic characteristics are. When you study the historic nature of revolutions, the motive of a revolution, the objective of a revolution, and the result of a revolution, and the methods used in a revolution, you may change words. You may devise another program. You may change your goal and you may change your mind. Look at the American Revolution in 1776. That revolution was for what? For land. How was it? Why did they want land? Independence. How was it carried out? Bloodshed. Number one, it was based on land, the basis of independence. And the only way they could get it was bloodshed. The French Revolution, what was it based on? The landless against the landlord. What was it for? Land. How did they get it? Bloodshed. Was no love lost. Was no compromise. Was no negotiation. I'm telling you, you don't know what a revolution is. Because when you find out what it is, you'll get back in the alley. You'll get out of the way. Just a moment. The Russian Revolution. What was it based on? Land. The landless against the landlord. How did they bring it about? Bloodshed. You haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed. And you're afraid to bleed. I said you're afraid to bleed. Long as the white man sent you to Korea, you bled. He sent you to Germany, you bled. He sent you to the South Pacific to fight the Japanese, you bled. You bleed for white people. But when it comes time to seeing your own churches being bombed and little black girls murdered, you haven't got no blood. You bleed when the white man says bleed. You bite when the white man says bite. And you bark when the white man says bark. I hate to say this about us, but it's true. How you gonna be nonviolent in Mississippi as violent as you were in Korea? How can you justify being nonviolent in Mississippi and Alabama when your churches are being bombed and your little girls are being murdered, and at the same time you're gonna get violent with Hitler and Tojo and somebody else that you don't even know?
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast on the forecast. What's going on? How you doing, Cassidra?
I'm good. How are you? That is one of my favorite people. I tell you, I love it. I could hear him talk all day. Yeah. I love it. He be speaking that truth, don't he?
Yeah.
He always, every time I just look for, okay, what do you got to say now? I can listen to him literally all day.
Yeah, brother, scared to beat that now.
Man, shoot. That's being too black now. That's being too black. You talk like that, you're too black, you racist. Like, you don't shut up. You don't be quiet. That's how Julius be talking, and they scared of Julius. Trump said, why that dude ain't in jail? Why? Because he talking? Because we have freedom of speech in our country, just like you have over here. Shut up.
Yeah.
Why he in jail? Wow, you jailed him if he was in America. That's what he was saying. I jail his behind like you did the NFAC man. Yeah, but how was your day?
Every day is a good day, Cassandra.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah, facts. Hey, shouts out to Raw in the building. Um, and I appreciate you being through, and everybody that else that come through too. I appreciate y'all for coming in here. I appreciate you and your time, Cassandra. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I was kind of rushing a little bit.
It's all good. It's all good. You
Yeah.
gotta take care of stuff. You do what you got to do. You know.
And we definitely got to talk about having, self pride, self respect.
Yes.
The ability to have boundaries and to teach the youth to have positive self talk within
Yeah.
yourself.
And boundaries, but yeah, because I don't think our youth have any boundaries. They don't. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll be a future show.
Yeah.
Alive. I mean, not a show alive. But today, speaking of what Malcolm said, we're gonna try to talk about a little bit of that. First. Oh yeah, let's play this one first. Let's get this one out of here. Play this one first, Cedric.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess I'll play this one while people come in. So,
and yet the white South Africans are not South African even after 400 years.
I can't stand this man.
And Americans who can trace their lineage back several centuries, they just have to shut up and take it in this country.
Oh, shut up.
No matter where
they taking. What they taking?
Maybe you've noticed white people, no matter where they are always the colonizers.
Yes, you are. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for saying it.
Under the left's framework, white people are the only demographic on the planet that can never be considered truly at home or native to any country anywhere.
Exactly.
But the Caucasus Mountains. That a white person's true home is Western Europe. And yet, if any white person in the UK...
some dirty slum in Europe somewhere.
Okay.
In the forest. That queens used to be in the forest, like they were in huts, and this is the queen. Like,
yeah,
this is England.
They almost killed themselves. They were so nasty. Somebody had to come and show them how to take baths. They were so filthy. They were down all kind of diseases because they still nasty. He ain't telling no lie.
And you know who had to go save them, right?
Of course, and taught them everything we know, didn't we?
Ain't that something?
We taught them everything we knew, didn't we? And then we became their students. And then guess what? They have a Pan-Africanism conference getting ready to. Kenya president invited them over, right? They get ready to have check this out, a Pan-African conference with all white men, no blacks. They're gonna teach black people how to be family orientated, how to maintain our families. Well, shit, you the one divided them in the first place, so I guess you would know how, huh?
Well, we don't like marrying our cousins and doing mess, so I'm good.
And our daughters and
right.
Not the mom there, having sex with a son. Okay, we don't do stuff like that, but you want them to come over there and teach you how to your family values. Give me a break. What can you teach? What can you teach us? What can you teach us? Because everything you touch is destroyed. Or you give it PTSD, or you traumatize it. What can you really teach us? And my thing is, it's not the thing that they're doing that there. Who invited them? Without any, it's a Pan-Africanism, but it's all white folk, all white Europe, like Western men. What can they teach us? How to pedophilia our babies? How to rape our kids? Oh, okay. Or traffic. How we gonna traffic each other? Okay. I'm gonna rest. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
All right, let them finish up.
Claimed that it was a white country, they'd be condemned.
So as you saw. All right, they done. So, all right, let's get to it, Cassandra. This is the trucker brother that you said.
Oh yeah.
They sent me.
Yeah.
So
it was another one too that died, just like in the same area, and they said But go ahead, I'll let you play it.
The detective saying that he walked out of his apartment and walked into the woods, 50 feet into the woods, and hung himself. I said, ain't no way. Why would he hang himself? And if he would have did it in his apartment, you know? And then I told him, I said, well, you know, black people don't hang themselves. What I said that for? He got pissed because I said that. And he talking about, I said, black people don't hang themselves. Black people will shoot themselves or take some pills. Now, we don't hang ourselves.
All right, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. Here we have yet another suspicious hanging of a black man in North Carolina. In this case, it was Mario Kaiser Jr., and that was his mother, whom I just spoke to. And she's giving me the details about what detectives are saying about his demise, but also the inconsistencies within the whole stories. Now, I'm going to play that whole call so you guys can get a firsthand understanding of how sinister this is. Now, I received her information from Tiara Gates, the mother of Javion McGee, and their stories are eerily similar. Mr. Kaiser is also from Chicago, and he was staying in Charlotte, but...
Hello?
Hello, may I speak with Miss Moore?
This is she.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Moore?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, my name is Richard Taylor. I got your number from Miss Gates, Tiara.
Uh-huh.
And she had told me about your son, which I was the one who kind of exposed this case down there in North Carolina. And I hadn't heard anything about it. And so I was wondering, could you kind of give me some information so I can look into it?
Yes, you ain't hear nothing about it because they ain't put it on the news or nothing. They ain't even, when we got down there, we went to the police station. I guess I should have went to his apartment first, but we went to the police station and to go talk to Detective Moore. And when I got there, he was like, oh, I can't believe you got here that quick. I said, what do you mean? This is my son, my baby boy. Yeah, I'm coming quick. So we got down there, we in there talking, and all along we talking, he got a smirk look on his face, smiling and stuff. So I hit the table, I told him, if you don't quit with that smirk look on your face, because ain't nothing funny, this is serious. Somebody killed my son. And he said that they saying this. I said, why would he kill himself?
And he was a truck driver too?
Yeah, Mario drove trucks, and he had his own little trucking business too.
And how old was he?
He just turned 30 February the 25th.
Okay, that's the day before my birthday. What city did this happen in?
This happened in Charlotte, North Carolina.
On what day?
They said that it was 2 hours away from where her son got killed at. So,
yeah. So what day did it happen on?
They said it happened April the 29th. And I ain't able to get no police reports, the autopsy or nothing, but it's funny because, you know, I told the detective, I said, because he told me that he took pictures and everything, but when I asked for him, all of a sudden he talking about the fire department took the pictures, so I'm asking him, so which one is it? Did you take the pictures or who took the pictures? And he kept saying he didn't ever know where Mario lived at. And then all of a sudden, I guess he went to his apartment, went inside his apartment, talking about his 4 phones, his computer, tablet, everything was wiped clean. He didn't leave no note or nothing. And we went to the crime scene. They didn't even have it taped off. The stuff was still there. The table that they claiming he stood on, but my son weighed 307 pounds. I told him ain't no way he could have stood on that without either breaking it, or when he stood on it, it should have had footprints on it, and it should have went down into the ground, you know, because it was soft out there, that dirt.
Did you take pictures of the table in the scene?
Yes, I got all of that. So we go back the next day, and the stuff is gone. So I called the detective. I said, so why didn't you get the stuff from the crime scene? But now it's gone. We went back out there to get it. It's gone. He didn't say anything. But he done been all in Mario's apartment and stuff, and he was going to arrest us for going down there saying that I was trespassing and stuff.
So Mario lived in Charlotte?
Mario lived in Charlotte at, I got his address and stuff. My dog. Yeah, he lived in Charlotte, but what they saying, the detective saying that he walked out of his apartment and walked into the woods, 50 feet into the woods, and hung himself. I said, ain't no way. Why would he hang himself? And if he would have did it in his apartment, you know? And then I told him, I said, well, you know, black people don't hang themselves. What I say that for? He got pissed because I said that. And he talking about, I said, black people don't hang themselves. Black people will shoot themselves or take some pills. Now, we don't hang ourselves. And Mario had no reason for to kill himself anyway. And then he said he didn't know where he lived at, but all of a sudden, he know where he lived at. He seen Mario leaving out his apartment at 10:30 at night, he said. His girlfriend was on the phone with him, and on the game system, she said she can check and tell when he clocked in and out of it, whatever. But yeah, she said that they was on the phone talking. So she ain't no way he could.
They was on the phone talking at 10:30?
No, they was on the phone at 11:30 talking, but they said he left the apartment at 10:30. So when he left the apartment, I asked the detective, did you see him with the table and the rope in his hand that you said he hung himself with?
And what'd he say?
They rushed me into getting him embalmed.
So they embalmed his body here?
They would not let me see him. Down there, yeah, in North Carolina, they would not let me see him. I begged him. I said, please let me see him. I don't want y'all to embalm him. I want to see him. You know, I got to look at his body and everything. But they said, no, man, we cannot do that. So, yes, his body is still down there because I was trying to wait on his dad. His dad's supposed to be getting out, at least let him see him because he ain't seen him in years, you know, because I was going to just get him cremated.
So
it's costing so much.
So his body been down in North Carolina for about a month now.
Yeah, it's down there in the in the
morgue.
The funeral home.
Okay.
Yeah, the morgue, yes.
And so how did the detective say he saw him?
The detective told me that a doctor came into the parking lot of the doctor business offices over in that area. When he was coming down, he claimed that the light shined on him and he seen a person hanging. So he goes up to him and there was no life or nothing, you know?
No.
Like, did he try to get him down or anything, you know?
So you said there was a doctor that shined the light into the woods?
That shined the light coming down into the park. That's what he telling me, the detective said. The doctor came down into the parking lot as he was coming down. His light shined, and that's how he saw the body. And so, you know, I asked him who was the doctor. Of course, he ain't telling me nothing. You know, he don't want me to talk to nobody, ask questions or nothing.
So you remember when you told me that the detective said he saw him coming out of the apartment?
Yes. And I asked him, how did he see him?
Yeah, how did the detective say he saw him?
Yeah, I asked the detective, how did you see him coming out of the apartment? You told me you ain't know where he lived at. All of a sudden, you had his apartment and everything. And when we went to the apartment complex, the young girl was talking to us, you know, but another one was sitting behind her, ear hustling. I told my sister-in-law, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. When I came back, the girl must have went and called the detective or something. As soon as we was going out the door, he gonna say, didn't I tell you? Before I knew it, I'm telling him, who are you talking to? Because I'm not your kid. The heck you mean? Who are you? What you telling me? Didn't I tell you not to go back there? An officer will be out there and you guys will be arrested for trespass. I told him, well, we already gone.
And you said you said he went in his apartment and he said his 4 phones and his computers were wiped clean.
Computer, everything was wiped clean, and he didn't leave a note or nothing. I said, oh, hell no, this is not right.
And what gave them right to go into the apartment too?
That's what I asked him. Who did you go in the apartment with? He said he went into the apartment with another detective, Murphy. I said, well, where's the property manager at? Why is they not going in there? Y'all going in there, y'all could be taking anything out. I won't know what's missing unless the girlfriend goes in there with me, you know?
Did you get his property back?
They won't let me get the property. I got to talk to detective. Detective is in charge of everything.
And who's that detective? Moore?
No, Detective Moore. I'm going to get his full name because I got his badge number and everything. Oh, yeah, he's a mess, I'm telling you. He's sitting up there with a smirk look on his face, but he brought this other police officer. She got on a police uniform. He brought her in there. She got a notepad and everything. Boom. She set that notepad down, didn't take notes or nothing. She just sitting there staring. I had to tell her quit staring. But she just staring us down, you know?
And they don't even got this. They haven't had one news report.
They ain't put it on the news or nothing. I'm telling you, the crime scene it wasn't taped off or nothing. This mug gonna tell us, oh, we watch too much TV. I said, oh no, this ain't no TV. This is real life stuff. Black people do not hang themselves. And you gonna, I told him, you ain't gonna sit up here and tell me that my son hung himself. No, somebody else did this. But yeah, the Detective Moore, he is a mess.
So,
all right, so let's stop it right there. Because you want to say something?
I'm gonna tell you what. Until we do to them what they doing to us, and you're not gonna sit up there and tell me that all these black folk is suicidal. That's a lie. I'm not buying that. Them bastards on code. They're on code. You hear, just like I was reading the other one about the young man I just sent you, right? David Javion. He was same thing, North Carolina, same thing, right? And they keep saying, oh, he was found near the tree. What do you mean found near the tree? You know, this dude is 300 some pounds, and that little table right there, you think he could have stood up on that table? We're not stupid now. Come on. We ain't dumb. But I'm gonna tell you what, that detective and those two detectives, y'all, they need to check them two detectives out because they acting weird. Okay, they acting real suspect. Okay, because we know, because 2006, the FBI told us that the police department was infiltrated by the KKK. That's them bastards that's doing that. You ain't gonna tell me they not. That's who doing that. They are in on it, and that's why the police don't never say a suicide. I mean, they always say a suicide. But you know that hurts them insurance-wise. They can't collect insurance when they say it's suicide. I would prove that. There ain't no suicide. We need to be investigating our own stuff. You know these white folk ain't thinking about black folk. They're gonna have to do it. And then you got the medical examiners that's gonna work with them. They all in it together. All of them. No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Then they said he walked 40 feet into the woods. Was it night? 40 feet into the woods? Why? How could you see anything in the woods? How you know what you're doing in the woods? You know, black folk ain't walking up in no woods, no dark woods at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't care what time it is. We ain't going up in no woods late at night like that. You know that. And then they want to say he killed himself out there. But the lady said, why didn't he do it in the apartment? If you want to kill yourself, you're right there at your home. Ain't nobody there? Why you go outside? That don't make no sense to me. That don't make sense. Something is not adding up. There's a connection to these. This is a connection here. I'm telling you. These are connections. North Carolina. The other one was in Henderson and this one's in Charlotte. But, you know, I'm just saying. Remember that other boy? He lived in Georgia. Who was that other one? Did he live in Charlotte? He was hung in Georgia or something. So they still hanging us. I don't care what nobody say. They are still doing that dirt. Because, you know, black folk ain't tying no nooses. I don't even know how to tie a damn noose. And I know a whole lot of black folk don't know how to tie nooses. They are the ones that, you know, in nooses. I'm not tying no noose. I'm sick of them. They lying. But until we start doing to them what they doing to us, it ain't going to change. They always get away with this stuff. And we just accept it. Why are we accepting this? We don't never make a fuss about nothing. Well, okay. Okay, what? You know these people don't like you. FBI don't like you. And they done told you since 2006, KKK infiltrate and have done nothing about it. This is the same FBI that caused the death of Panthers, right? Okay. And covered it up. Whatever. All right. I'm gonna pass on that one, but no, I don't believe none of these. I don't believe nothing. I ain't buying this. I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it.
No, you're right.
I ain't buying it.
And that's the thing, and they talk about, because it's funny, we go through all the stuff that we go through, and we don't. It ain't all this suicide. You know what I'm saying?
No. Just like
But
Malcolm said, we'll fight for other people except ourselves. When it's time for us to fight for us, we don't do it. We don't do it. We should be demanding answers. Every time they talk about this a suicide, no, we need to have our own investigating team out there. That chair, all that stuff should have been picked up. When that woman went out there, she should have took all of the. She said it was she gonna get to that eventually. That chair was a cigarette butt. It was some other stuff out there. She should have grabbed all that stuff and took it back to where she came from, and had it checked out or something. Because then people didn't wipe that stuff down. You'll never find out. And they wouldn't even let her see your son. Tell me why you wouldn't let him. Why wouldn't you let her see him? That's her son. Was he beat up? Oh, you didn't went on in there and had him cremated. Not cremated, but embalmed. Why you didn't let her see him? What was you afraid of? What was she gonna see? Yeah, I ain't buying none of it. I'm not buying it. And since when they embalming people? Why you bombing so quick? They covering up something. You know that, right? Okay. They know what I tell you, them, who they gonna get it? Them hybrids gonna get it. Them demons, them Nephilim seeds gonna get it. They think they doing something.
yeah, and Cassandra, and this is the thing, we have to learn our lesson too, though.
I
Because
don't know when we're gonna get it. I don't know when we're gonna learn it. We still try to be friends with them. We still mixing and mingling. We still marrying them. We still don't understand how dangerous they are. Those people are dangerous. Those are demons. You can't play with demons. You can't sleep with demons. You can't marry demons.
Can't be friends.
Can't be nothing. Total separation. Here I go again. Do you think we would be going through this, or her son would be dead if we were separated from them and we had our own patrols, our own police department, our own everything? Do you believe that stuff that we're going through now, we'd be going through it? No, we wouldn't, because we'd be shooting them dead. If you come over here, we had no trespassing. You come over here, you're done. Because I'm gonna know that you meaning us some harm if you come on this side of the fence. And we have a brick. Well, we're gonna brick it off. This is ours. You stay over there. We're going to stay over here. You come over that wall, we're going to blow your head off. And I'm not condoning violence. I'm condoning justice. I condone total separation. They stay on their side of the mountain, and we stay on our side of the track. Period.
Yeah. And, that's the thing, because what we have to learn is, because you interact and you be like, oh, they're cool. This is a cool one. And until something goes wrong, right? And then they complain, or they have you hanging from a tree talking about suicide,
And then gonna tell you, oh, it's suicide. How's it suicide? That little tray, that little table, that little tray for a 300-pound man? Come on now. That's not even how he get up there. How he get up there? How do you know how do you do this? Seriously, this is ridiculous. And then, just like the mom said, you mean to tell me it was embedded in the ground? If he stood on that thing 300 pounds with that table, it would have been embedded in the ground, don't you think? Man, I ain't buying this. I'm not buying it.
And shouts out to MD2 in the building. Appreciate you coming through, my brother. What up, MD2?
And Jermaine, yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to Jermaine Thompson in the building. What up, my brother?
This is crazy. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. This is not. I'm tired of, and this is to happen all the time. They always hollering suicide. Why? What you mean suicide? They still hanging black folk. They are still hanging black people. And because they said a suicide, we're gonna believe them? You don't believe? I don't believe nothing them crackers say. They say something, I know it's the opposite. Because they lie. Every time they breathe, they lie. They open their mouth, they breathing. When they wake up, they lie. When they go to bed, they lie. Everything about them is a lie. Their history is a lie. Everything come out their mouth is a lie. Even what they be thinking is a lie, because they're gaslighting all the time.
They lie to themselves.
Exactly.
And speaking of what you're saying, Cassandra, I want you to hear this one. I want you to listen to this. see here.
Hinton illness.
Shooting of Hinton's son and his mental state at the time.
So this is the brother of Rodney Hinton, you know, after they murdered his child.
After they shot his son in the back 4 times and then lied about it. Yeah, them devils.
So, let me play this, Cassidra. I want to see what you think.
Of the deadly crash to Bennett taking him on as a client. What was going on with him when he was behind the wheel? Is it your contention that, do you admit that he was behind the wheel? Because officers said that he was behind the wheel. There's video of him behind the wheel, and that they took him out and in fact triple checked to make sure that he was the one that was behind the wheel.
Why would you have to triple check it? Hold on, Fred, right there. Hold on. What are you triple checking? If you saying he can't, what do I need to triple check anything for? So what does she mean? I'm not understanding that. Was it a question that he wasn't driving? For you to say, oh, they triple check. Why would I? Okay, if I'm getting out my car, if you have a car accident or whatever, why are you triple checking to make sure what you mean triple checking? You giving too much right there. That's too much. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to do right there? Because she was doing something. Oh, they triple checked. What you need to triple check for? Was it something somebody said something, or was it something done that it might not have been him driving? Is that what's coming out for her to say that? Something ain't right here. Why is she saying that? Why you think forecast?
Oh, she's a Neanderthal. She probably half retarded too. But no, yeah. Nah, you're right though, you know. And you know they try to put it's their talking points, you know. They have to make you the victim or the criminal.
Yeah. But I don't remember her doing all this when Kyle Rittenhouse had shot those 3 people. Do you? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna leave that right there though. Go ahead. They always want to triple check it when it's up.
In mental capacity, where was he? What's
He was
going
out
to
of his mind. He was not in his right mind. Let me spell that out. That means that I'm doing something, but I don't know the wrongfulness of what I'm doing because I'm out of touch with reality. That's what insanity is. You can be insane and still present.
Now listen, I'll say this because I know my brother, if my brother MD2 still listening, he would say, right? I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say MD2, I think would say the brother was actually in reality. Right.
Hey, I'm just saying.
He realized
he said, you kill man, I'm gonna kill yours.
Right.
I'm just saying. He was in the best mind frame right there. He was in the best. He looked at that. He said, I'm gonna get the first one I see. He was in the same mindset she would be if somebody killed her son. And that's what I would have asked her. Let me ask you a question, ma'am. You seen a picture, you have kids, that's the first thing. You have kids, yeah. If you saw your son get shot in the back 3 or 4 times, what kind of mind frame would you be in? I just want you to tell me the same question you asked me. What kind of mind frame would you be in? I sure put her in the spot because I want to hear her tell me what kind of mind frame. Oh, I want
he asked her.
Go ahead. Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like a
I only heard some of it though.
And you won't know that person is insane, but for their actions and but for an evaluation of their brain. This man had a diagnosed, documented mental illness that is recognized by healthcare providers, and he's receiving medication for the mental diagnoses. That constitutes a defect at this point.
So this is going to be not guilty by reason of insanity?
Potentially, yes. That's basically from what I've seen so far, and I haven't gotten all of the evidence. Really,
so why are you on here talking? You don't really know. Why are you talking?
That's a good question. We talk a lot.
Why? Yeah, why are you talking? Why?
Yeah,
don't be letting them know what you're trying to do, dude. Come on. This man's life is on the line. Why is he doing a conference? This interview thing. What is this about? Can he be trusted? What do you think? Okay, go ahead.
Can any of us be trusted? That's the question.
Man, I don't know, because this is questionable right here. This is questionable. Go ahead.
We do a lot of explaining, Cassidra. There's a white girl, the most dangerous species in the universe. We're gonna do a lot of explaining.
And then the white male. That's what the FBI said. The most dangerous. Okay.
I'm telling you, I think it's the white bitch because look how black men get beat around white bitches, you know,
And die. Didn't the
and
girl
die.
kill the dude and no charges? She got released, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, all them lies she told about that. First she said one thing, then she said another, then she changed her story about 5 times. I guess her attorney said, "Hey, this is what the story gonna be. Now, just be quiet and go with it."
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
he
get
didn't
to
want to live
that.
nowhere. He said he wanted to be with a white dog. Okay, so he was with
He
one.
did,
Mhm.
and got bit,
And
you
got
know,
bit. Ooh, he got ate up, didn't he?
and got tore up.
Got towed the hell up.
Investigator. But from what I've seen so far, this is what it appears to be. Yes.
Okay, I want to back up on something that you initially said. You said unjustifiably killed. His son was unjustifiably killed. People would
Like a
take issue with that
skeleton.
as
What is
well.
wrong with
And
her
that is
face?
going to be something that we're going to be looking at
Right.
because there is 6 seconds of very shaky video.
Right.
So what is your contention there?
When I say unjustifiably killed, I'm speaking through the lens and eyes of my client.
Okay.
So in his mind, when he sees the video and he sees his son
Yeah, he
being,
got murdered.
he thinks it's unjustifiable. It's horrific. It's tragic.
It's
Do you know what it's like to
horrible.
see your a son or daughter
You don't
being
kill
killed?
nobody but black
with
folk.
bloodline? That's I know you don't. I didn't mean to offend you when I said that. I have a son. If I saw my son being killed by somebody, I don't know how I would behave. And I don't have a mental history. Well, some might argue that I do, but I don't. So my point is that
Ha 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 ha. I gotta let me make a joke to make this white girl comfortable.
would trigger
Yeah,
a
exactly.
normal person, let alone a person with a history of mental illness.
Can you walk me through that a little bit more? Take it into
What do you
account.
need to know? What do you need, Becky? How much
What
more you need? He was mentally ill because he saw his son being shot in the back 4 times. That's exactly how I'd explain it. And he was murdered.
Yeah.
And it took all 6 seconds to do it. Yeah. Okay.
And yo, what up, Kofi in the building?
Kofi.
He said FBI mostly they must be lying. I don't know what you saying there, but I used to say this, but it don't come out right. So I'd be like, it's not the police got infiltrated by the KKK. The KKK got infiltrated by the
Exactly.
police because they was all the. But it don't sound right. It sounds like the police is infiltrated, but no, they just are them.
Exactly.
Anyway.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Hey, but we didn't say it. The FBI said in 2006. Look it up. Okay. But have done nothing about it. Okay.
The family has said in your investigation as to what happened at that point. So he watched the video. He had to be driven home because he was so distraught. He was taken back to wherever that was, wherever they watched the tape.
To get his vehicle.
To get his vehicle.
Correct.
And then at that point, did he go straight over to UC?
He's going home.
He was going home.
Which would take you that route.
Okay. So he was going home, but on the way home is when he took a detour and went to UC.
No, that is not a detour.
Okay, what was it?
That's on the way home.
Okay, so he's driving on the way home past UC.
Correct.
And what happens?
He was flipped. He was not in his normal mind. What you mean what happened?
Why is he even talking about it though?
Exactly.
He stopped his car and he accelerated and struck a police officer, or Hamilton County deputy sheriff. That's the claim, and that's what the video
You
depicts.
need to be quiet.
Tell me more about that investigation. Your side and what the family says and what he says about that.
The family doesn't know what happened then because they were not with him. So, but based on the information that I have, that is a claim that is made by the government. Now, have I verified for a fact that has actually happened? No, because I haven't seen all of the discovery. But based on what I've
why
seen,
are you talking now if you ain't seen what you need to see?
What
You
I
got to
do
keep
know is
stuff
his
to
state of
yourself,
mind.
bro. I don't know if I like
Based
him.
on speaking to family members and based on speaking to him.
I don't think he should have been doing interviews.
I try to.
Does he talk?
Or
Hinton, Mr. Hinton. How is it gauged by him and by you?
Anybody look
all right, anyway, Cassandra.
I don't like it, forecast. I don't know, Mr. I don't like Mr. Samuel Jackson here. He look like who that nigga on the name? I'm sorry, I should say that. He look like me, Samuel Jackson. Go ahead.
Listen, Miss
Oh my
Ann.
God, I don't like it. I don't like discussing the case before it happens. And he said he didn't have all of what he needed. So why are you running your mouth? I don't understand that. We black folk gotta learn to hold some stuff. Because this man, life is on the line. Insanity or not, them crackers gonna try to do what they gonna do. You already know that. We don't have a right. We don't ever have a right to have a mental illness day. We don't never have a right to have a mental breakdown. We don't get to have those, even though we're living in a country that has traumatized black folks for over 400 years and counting. Still and counting. Every day in their schools, every day on their jobs. Every day, all day. Anytime we come in contact with them, it's something, some kind of trauma with them. It's crazy.
So let's play this one.
After they return.
So speaking of that,
the black body.
I didn't even know how I wanted to do this video.
According to police, in the early hours of Sunday, February 23rd, 25-year-old Hannah Cobb shot and killed Telvin in the master bedroom of their home, a home which they shared with their 2 children.
It's just very tragic that he has lost his life in this manner.
In a news conference obtained by WJBF News, Burke County.
so that's your boy with his biracial daughter. And listen, I had to learn.
That's a hybrid. That ain't no black daughter. That's a hybrid. I'm tired of black folks talking about them black kids. Those not black children. It takes 2 black parents to have a black child. Period. I don't care about no 10%. Those are hybrids. Okay.
I promise you, they may have some black characteristic, but they also have some other characteristics.
Hey, they got more of that DNA than they do. You know. They got more of that DNA than they do your DNA. They make those are hybrids. You know what a hybrid is? You know what Nephilim is? Yeah. Look up them fallen angels. That's what they who see that is. Okay, we know them that DNA. What's in that DNA? Okay, they don't know how to do anything but kill, steal, and destroy. Okay, and we know whose attributes those are. Those are his children. So that DNA is always gonna come forward.
And I'm telling you, you got to understand their parents had some anti-blackness that goes into them. Exactly. And they think, well, hey, I'm part black, I'm black, so I can say this stuff, but it's always negative stuff about black people. It's only black people.
Always.
Always.
It don't matter. Because even with them white women, they lead them hybrids with those white women, right? And the white women's family comes around and start talking about black people. Now you got a little hybrid here, right? And you talking about her dad. And you talking about that side of the family. So who's does she want to be around that side of the family? No, because you're talking about you down in that side of the family. So she believes that she's white. She believes that she's part of them, which she is. She's not black. I don't see there's no black child, honey. Because them things right there is terrible. They don't like black people, honey. Because I work for one. That she does not like black folk.
I'm telling you.
They don't. You are black men. Stop it. You are creating more enemies for us, for my granddaughter, for my grandkids. You're creating future enemies for our black babies.
Yeah, I seen it personally.
I'm telling you, them things right there, they terrible. They take on the characteristics of their granddaddy Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Nephilim fallen seeds. That's who those white folk are. They're called hybrids, Neanderthals, cave people.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing nice about them. God, even Most High said ain't nothing good in them. Nothing good in them. So why are we calling them friends again?
Yeah. And Kofi said, yeah, hybrid is what it is.
That's
and I got one of my Jermaine says one of his I got my cousin married some white girl or some trash white
they
girl.
Ain't get to join the family. You better watch them.
Listen,
male or female, you better
ain't
watch
black. I can tell you right now.
Don't leave your kids with them. Don't leave nothing with them because they be raping your babies.
That's what I'm saying. Like it ain't no pass for them either.
2 spirits in one body. Yep. Yep. And she's confused. I figured that. That's what demons are, confused.
Yeah, they can argue with me all they want about the.
They can say what they want to say. Them things right there, they got a spirit with them. As soon as our men look at them, they hooked. They can be 500 pounds and they hooked, big as the damn whale, and they hooked. What's attractive? You remember that black guy I showed you that was with that old white woman, and you know she got a spell in that boy. Ain't nowhere in the world a man and his right man will be with that. I'm gonna try to pull her up. I swear it's on TikTok, and he's not about 20. He got with her. He's like 23. This woman is 60, and you know when they 60, they look 90. That's what she looked 90. She looks like a witch, I swear. And he's just like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Ugh. It just grosses you out looking at it.
Listen, hey, look, this is when I learned, right? I had a neighbor or whatever who I thought was cool. They were like, yo, they black. But I always felt like I was like, we would argue about that. But talking to this person when I thought they would be like, always negative about black people. And then they would talk about their mom and they'd be like, and she was like, yo, my mom is like, she was like, hey, told me never date a dark skinned dude and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And Kofi said what? They have family members that hate black folk. Yes. And they talk against black people around that little girl, around those hybrid children. And that's what makes them hate that side of the family. Some of them don't even spend no time over there with that side of the family.
Yeah.
And the wife don't even like that side of the family. And she don't like black women either, threatened by black women. I knew a lady that was Puerto Rican, right? And she was threatened by didn't like black, had some black children, loved the black men, but didn't like black women. I said, you jealous. That's all it was. She was jealous. She was jealous. You ain't gonna tell me she wasn't. I know she was. Loves her some black men and all them hybrid kids.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But anyway,
y'all better leave them animals. Those are animals. Leave. You can't. Humans ain't supposed to sleep with animals. We're just not. And those are not humans. Look up hybrids. Look up nymphalians. Look up that, and you'll understand who they are. What seed they come from. Those are Satan's seeds. And there's a spell with the women. As soon as you lock jaws, spit, whatever with them, you're hooked. And that's what they are.
Yeah, what up, Bakari? Shouts out to my brother Bakari. I support his black business showcasings.
I don't care what nobody say. These are not black babies. I don't care. You can't have a German Shepherd and a pit bull and they mate. That's not a German Shepherd.
Or
okay,
pit
some
bull.
people say, it's not. It's a mutt. So you can't sit up and tell me them hybrids are black babies. They're not. It takes 2 black parents to have a black baby. Those are not normal people. We'll go ahead and I'll rest with that.
Anyway.
He got his wish though, didn't he?
Yeah, to the brother who helped create him. That's the point.
Williams said the shooting happened after a night of drinking and an argument that turned.
Your niece can't go to.
They
They can't.
Ain't that something?
Well, according to
your niece can't even go, and that's what you have to be careful of. Because them kids, you have to be careful of that side of the family. Now, if they can come over to our side, we'll accept anything. We'll accept the dog and the cat mixed together. We accept it, right? But they can't go over to that side of the family because that side of the family ain't gonna tolerate it. They don't want them. They know what it is. They know them some demons. They know they demon babies.
Yeah. What's up, Matron? Shouts out to Matron in the building. Y'all subscribe to Matron's channel.
Aliens from another planet. Shoot, aliens, demons, all same. Came from the same spot. Satan seeds.
All right. And yeah, to the brothers that love them and the outcomes.
Oh my God.
Cobb allegedly told police that sometime after they returned home, she was checking her firearm, something she claimed the couple did together every night. But get this.
Every night?
Every night. Why?
Stating that Cobb allegedly said she was cleaning her gun when it fired.
And I'm pretty sure we all heard about Carmelo Anthony in the state of Texas, who was getting bullied by these 2 white boys, and he was defending himself. So I want to first touch on.
All right, we ain't gonna play her, so no disrespect to her. But she make a point. The difference between Hannah Cobb and Carmelo Anthony. One of them got off for shooting her boyfriend. The other one is charged.
And charged as an adult. Yeah, he's gonna charge it, even though they was whooping up on him. So we can never fear for our lives. We can never stand our ground. We can never stand our ground. Never. They want you to be scared to fight. They want you to be scared to do anything them crackers. They can come up, slap the hell out you, and you supposed to take it. No. They come over there, you give them that look, come over here. I ain't gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. They come over there, you handle your business. Plain and simple. We fight it in court. Because you ain't coming over here slapping nothing.
Yeah. MD2 said Carmelo was cleaning his knife when the white boy tripped and fell.
Exactly. There you go. That's exactly what happened. Did y'all hear about the shooting in Myrtle Beach over the weekend? Nope. What happened? No. Nope, I ain't heard about that one. Myrtle Beach, huh? Them racist crackers down there. I don't even like going to Myrtle Beach.
Yes, definitely
South Carolina.
But
Kel, a huge development this evening in a Burke County case we've been following since February. A grand jury, has chosen to not indict Hannah Cobb, who was accused of shooting and killing 30-year-old Telvin Osborne. Now, this all went down on February 23rd at a home on 4 Points Road. Hannah Cobb was later charged with felony involuntary manslaughter.
Involuntary manslaughter.
Burke County Sheriff
What's the difference? Why not murder?
In an altercation before the shooting, and drinking was involved. There were two different stories told in Hannah Cobb's.
Well, in the 1600s, they passed this law called the Casual Killing Act, where white bitches could kill.
Yes, you can't get any charges by disciplining your slave.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the law means. And she was sleeping with her slave, who said he'd rather have a white dog than a black woman. Okay. How's that dog treating you? Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not being
dog with rabies too.
Bit him up, didn't Bit him up.
On hearing one where Cobb claimed that the gunfire was accidental, and another where there was an altercation. Cobb's defense says Cobb lied in her initial 911 call. She says the shooting was in self-defense. They say Osborne had a large knife and was threatening her. The latest news is that in late April, a Burke County grand jury decided not to indict Cobb, which now means the case is closed. That does not mean that formal charges won't be brought up in the future or could be brought up in the future.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna bring
was like self-defense. He had a knife.
Oh, yeah. I thought at first she said he was asleep. Since she came in late. Now, this story has changed so many times. When it first came out, she was at the club. He was at home. He was asleep. She came in late for whatever reason. She was cleaning her gun, fixing her gun, touching her gun, whatever, and shot it. That was the story. The 911, you listed the 911. Okay. And now it didn't change so many times. I forgot. I don't know what the story is now. But obviously now he had a knife. Well, I thought he was asleep. She came in from the party. When did he pick up the gun? The knife. She could say anything. And I believe that they coerced her into what to say so she can get off. Because if they had went by that tape, the 911 call, she should have been in jail. Because she told what happened. And then they changed that story so many times you don't even know what I bet you're going to be able to find the tape, the 911 tape. I guarantee you that. That's gone. Have you heard that? Ain't no way in the world she got off. But this is what, hey, I'm telling you, fellas, this is what it is. You keep messing with them hybrids, you keep on messing with them beasts, and that's what's gonna happen. They hurt you. They can hit you. You get out the Jeep, you get out the vehicle and run. Ain't that what's his name did?
Ran down the street
from her, and you still get charged. That's for being with in the first place. Okay, OJ. He went and stole his own stuff and got 25 years?
He got 10 years for stealing his own football cards.
Was it just 10 years or 25 years?
Nah, they gave him 10 years for stealing his own football cards.
Oh my God. His own stuff when somebody stole it from him. Y'all please make it make sense. But he's cracking. I cannot with these people. I cannot. I can't.
Oh yeah, Bakar, I'm about to show it in a second. All right, so there's
County Sheriff later confirmed that there had been an altercation before the shooting and drinking was involved.
We could go play that white girl from before, like with the OnlyFans girl.
Oh yeah, when she lied and said, when she lied. That's self-defense. Thank God for the medical examiner, but I don't think she got no time. Did she get any time?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Boys, this is.
Oh man.
These people think they're getting off, and they think they're getting off.
See, this is what this brother said. He'll mess with a dog.
A dog.
Mess with
Ain't that
a
something?
black girl.
Ain't that something? Well, you sure got it. Go ahead on.
Yeah, he got a white bitch.
It got to be a white one too. Okay.
He got a white bitch.
Yep, he got it. Yep. She sure got him, didn't she? Was grateful for that, huh? She showed him how grateful.
Now, this thing right here, right? Now, this is the part y'all going to disagree with me, though.
It's so sad.
The brother, he got what he deserved. Okay. Oh, I'm with y'all. You get what you deserve. But this bitch needs to be held accountable,
yes,
though.
She
You know
does.
what I'm saying?
Totally
she has to go down.
I totally agree. But you already know, living in a land, ain't no jury gonna convict her when they tell that lie that he had a knife in his hand. Ain't no jury on earth gonna convict her, especially with that law. That law, I don't care what you say, that law is still on the books. They may say, well, we don't use it when you a damn lie. They use it all the time on black folk when it's white folk shootings.
Maybe we should go insane like the brother Rodney Hinton.
I'm just saying.
And
I'm just saying.
Because that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I get it. He got what he deserved. You know what I'm saying? But you still committed a crime against black people, or blackness. That in itself has to be punished.
And unfortunately, she is going to walk. Period. This is showing you, stay away from these beasts. Ain't nothing good gonna come from them. Just like you hear black men say, "Oh, they're calmer and it's no trauma and drama." You're a lie. You're a damn lie. Don't sit up there and tell that. I didn't see them white women, honey. I didn't see them bipolar, honey. Bipolar on 15 medications, and you want to sit up there and tell a lie? Tell me there is no drama and trauma with them. I didn't see it, honey. You can keep that lie to yourself. You can keep that lie to yourself, because we know what's going on with them. They lie to come. You come home and see them sleeping with their babies, sleeping with the son, sleep with the dogs.
Yeah.
Chopping up the cooking the babies.
Cooking the babies, right? Driving off the cliff with a baby, talking about a black man did it.
Yeah, it's talking about a black man. Yeah.
Anyway.
Driving them off the cliff into the water. Please. Like them two lesbians deal with them babies.
Now, consider, I don't know if you saw this one. Where the white dude was in the black bar, and then they whooped his ass.
We can't never have nothing to ourselves, can we?
No. If you did go back to Africa, they're gonna try to come.
Video surfaces of a man police say might have been a victim of a hate crime. This happened.
Oh God, a hate crime. Oh my God.
Walked into a Marshall County club and used the N-word when referring to the patrons.
Investigators say that the bar is also a problem spot. They say that they respond to it several times every weekend.
Fox 13's
So now it ain't the white boy who walked in the bar calling everybody N-word.
It ain't
the bar is the fault.
That's what they supposed to call them. That's what they supposed to call them. You supposed to be okay with it. So you put your hands on it. That's a hate crime. But he came up there with doing a hate crime. Didn't he do the hate crime coming up in there using that word? Oh, but he don't get charged with one. Oh, I'm so sick of these crackers. I don't know what to do. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of their asses. 2040, ain't that what Biden say? 2040, and they should all disappear. But these black men helping them to survive by having them hybrid babies. So now I got to be bothered with the hybrids. Because y'all stupid.
I can't defend that.
Recreating yourself. Recreating a demon. That makes me so... I'm so tired of that. Ain't y'all tired of seeing them? Are we not tired of seeing white people? So why are we sitting up here making little white hybrids? They're going to grow up to be enemies. And they're going to be worse than their mammies and their pappies. Because of the hate that's been passed down from them families that they growing up in, that hate you, that's teaching them how to hate you. God, ain't y'all sick of this?
Bakari, I ain't see it. If you could put it in the chat, I'll play it. That's why I should have got the real video, but I was kind of rushing. But yeah.
Daniel Wilkerson is live outside CJ's Lounge on Memphis Street in Holly Springs. So, Daniel, how is this man police are calling a victim?
Daryl and Darcy, good evening to you. Good evening to you at home. They say he didn't go to the hospital until today. He believes he may have a broken jaw. Meanwhile, CJ's Lounge is now closed. Police say that they
closed the bar.
It must be a black lounge because he come in there acting
Holly
like a
Springs
fool.
Police say cell phone footage they provided to Fox 13 News shows a Tippah County man who has been stripped naked. They say the people who attacked him are seen pouring on him what investigators believe to be beer. Officers say seconds before, they hit, kicked, and stumped nearly every part of his body.
The guy walked in and he was very
every
aggressive.
part.
Milestone says he was at CJ's Lounge on Memphis Street late Saturday night into Sunday morning.
Other guys in the area was listening, trying to remain calm. We asked them, they asked for him to leave quietly.
But police say the man continued to call the patrons the N-word. Holly Springs Police provided another video of the man outside.
Always come and look at him. Always. They don't bring number trauma with it. Every time they come, they should have stopped him at the door. No, you ain't coming up in here. I'd rather for him to try to sue than him come up in there and then was able to, to get a, now he's getting folk in trouble because he want to come in there and run his mouth, calling people N-words. But that's not a hate crime for us. So we gotta be called N-words. Now, is that club owned by a black person?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What up, Bakari?
It was considered owned by a black person. And if you go on CJ's Lounge on Facebook, he put up the video. So security can't hit nobody for talking, right?
Right.
So they asked him to leave.
Okay, they should have.
The manager told him to leave. He left out and came. They did not beat him down until he came back and put his hands on somebody.
Okay, well, hey, that's a hate crime right there.
Yeah, so the manager is like, this is the video they don't want to show. And he got the whole video.
I'm
and
glad
he got
the video up there. Good.
And he got the video. That white dude came in there and he started it, and he got the dog doo-doo beat out of him.
Good.
And well, after you finish talking, I was gonna say if you could pull it up and share the screen, I'll share your screen if you could pull it up.
I'm on my look, I had to run out. I'm on my phone. I'm normally asleep by this time. Y'all be coming on.
I know.
Y'all be coming on late, man. I be falling asleep. I'm like, man, they come on too late.
Yeah, they come on at 7 o'clock at night. Damn, it's late as hell.
Y'all be coming on like at 9 o'clock, man. But I just got the notification.
Oh no, I was just messing with you. We've been on. Well, we got it on at 8:30, but no. Well, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Notification. But in Myrtle Beach, if you read about it, they claim it was a altercation. I guess an argument, right? So this was supposed to be Black Bike Weekend in Myrtle Beach, and some people was in Myrtle Beach celebrating Memorial Day, which is our holiday, right? So some black people had rented a party boat to celebrate the holiday, and they pulled up on to the marina to dock the boat. And according to eyewitnesses there, of course the newspaper ain't saying this, and this is why I believe it. So according to eyewitnesses, as soon as the boat docked, a white dude just started shooting. He didn't kill nobody, but they say he hit 10 people. 11 people was hit. The 11th person that was hit was the police, because he was so scared when he heard the rounds go off, he went to pull out his gun and shot himself. But
what a dummy.
But that's what happened. And what was it? And in New Orleans, this white got him, pulled his gun out and pointed at the police. Ain't nothing happened. He pulled his, and the one police there, he was like Barney Fife too. When the guy pulled his gun out and pointed at him, he turned around and took off running. But nothing happened. Nothing. Yeah, and I was just wondering, had y'all heard? Had y'all heard about any of the? Y'all heard about a march? And where did they go march at with their face covered up again?
You talking about the white boys?
Yeah, them white
Patriot.
boys. Wasn't it what maybe about what last weekend or something?
Yeah, what I don't know what
Was
city
it
they
in
went.
Kansas City or somewhere? Was it Kansas
Oh, it
or
was in Kansas City. Yeah, something
what?
like
So the
that.
lounge is
Yeah,
called what? CJ Lounge? Is that what you said it's called?
yeah. CJ's Lounge. CJ's Lounge. That's the name of it. CJ's Lounge. Yep. Now all of a sudden they getting all this. So forecast. Do you have the one where they interviewed the one one of the black dudes that was in the bar?
No, they had it on the
Oh,
news. That's what you're talking about.
oh. So I'm saying when they were asking the black dude about what happened. You know, I'm really thinking he was gonna get up there and say they shouldn't have done that. That black dude was like, he was on the mic, he was talking. He said when they asked him a question, he said the only thing I can say is, man, sometimes you get what you ask for. He came in here asking for something, he got it. He should have got worse.
Yeah, I
That's
gotta
what he
find that
said.
one.
That's what he said on the news, man. It should have got worse.
I can't find it. Is the lounge in Georgia?
No, the lounge is in Mississippi. That's in Mississippi.
Holly Springs, Mississippi.
Holly
Okay.
Springs, Mississippi. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm trying. Oh, okay. I think I seen it. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, sure. Share the screen.
He
But
got
yeah,
it on
that's fun.
Facebook, and I think he put it up on Instagram. Cause my one homeboy, we were trying to get in touch with him. I was gonna see if I could bring him on the panel, but I ain't got no number. That juke, that juke joint ain't got no phone number. We ain't gonna do no telephones at the juke joint.
Yeah,
Man,
they
I
what about them getting it shut down, Bakari?
Well, about that, I don't know. We still trying to check and see because they claim he didn't have no alcohol license. I don't, but for some reason, I ain't gonna say for some reason, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. That is them messing with him because they stood up for themselves. Because these people think they supposed to come and beat you, shoot you, and kill you, rob you, and rape you, and you're not supposed to say anything. You just supposed to be okay. You supposed to just say, "I forgive you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they have the power, they gonna do something like that. So I don't know, but they claim that's why it wouldn't shut down for no alleged being a problem spot. It was shut down for, they say it had to shut down because he had been operating without a beer and alcohol license.
Yeah, I saw that part. I was wondering because I know they was trying to blackball him or railroad him or whatever it is.
Yeah, talking about there was a problem spot. Now, no, that ain't why it was shut down.
Yeah, we know why it was shut down, but yeah, damn, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I gotta look up that shooting too.
Yeah, it was in Myrtle Beach. Like they never said who did it or what, but yeah, but I think 11 people was hit. 10 of them was on the boat. The other cop hit himself when he went. He got scared when he pulled his gun. He got scared. He shot himself.
More of them need to be doing that for but I ain't gonna. All right. Oh,
But
consider did you? Go ahead.
fortunately, nobody died. Who was ambushed on that boat? Nobody died.
So they tried to kill some black people.
Yeah, it was black people on that party boat.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And it was
nobody
a white
died.
dude that did it.
That's what eyewitnesses said.
Oh, damn.
The eyewitnesses who was out there said when they pulled up, a white dude just started shooting. But they said nobody died though, which is a good thing that nobody died. And, and if they ambush you, for the most part, if your stuff ain't right there in your hand, you might not even have no opportunity to do nothing.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
you out partying, having a good time, celebrating our holiday. Memorial Day is our holiday. It came from what our folks did, our ancestors did, and somebody just ambush you and go to shooting. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep listening offline, man. I'm gonna, cause I'm tired. I'm gonna keep listening. Thanks for letting me come up and speak.
No, I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate you coming up here. And definitely, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Bakari channel and definitely support and check out especially the latest business he just put up there. Could you see the video?
Yeah, I think I have it. I'm trying to see if I'll be able to hold on. I'm gonna share it to my page. That might be easier for me to share it on my page. Yeah, instead of me going to get it. Let me see.
Now because I could just hit it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Yeah, are you in my page now?
Can you share your screen on here?
Yeah, I can. Hold on. Let me go in here and see. Let me go and find it first. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to my page and get it because I think it's easier. It shows better. Let me see. Okay, I got it. All righty, let's go over here. Boy, I tell you, these crackers want to come in here and tell you what to do. They want to come to your place, tell you they want to act a fool, but you're supposed to let them. Well, I don't think you should have let them in the door. I'm serious, dude. You can't come in here. I mean, you have to take me to court because y'all bring trauma and drama anywhere they go. And he was already acting a fool when he first came in the door. So we're going to show it. I'm going to present. Help me out now because I always mess this thing up. I always mess this thing up every time. Let's see, entire screen, right? Yeah. And then let's do this right here and share. And let me go up here and see. Okay, now I'm gonna go over here. I don't know if I'm sharing or not. Am I sharing?
I can't see it yet.
Oh Lord, let me see. I must have did something wrong. Nope. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me know. Oh Lord, what am I doing here? I don't know.
Yeah, you should hit % entire screen, then make sure you hit the sound thing at the bottom. Let me see if I can get on there.
Entire screen. Why do I have like? Let me go over here. Hold on. Let me go up here and see it. I have 1,000,001 pages though because I'm doing something.
That's all good.
Make this one be big.
Maybe I could try to bring it up too. Let's see.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, I think I'm gonna be able to do it. Can you see my page at all? No.
No, I can't see it yet.
Okay,
I think I can find you though, real quick.
Try to share.
Let me see.
You know how I be doing on this thing. I got the entire page, and then I did and then I hit share. Right?
Oh yeah, there you go. I see it.
Is that better?
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Here we go. And so I'm going up here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it or no?
Yeah, I see it.
Now look, he gonna go
Can you
on
make
do
it
him
bigger,
a little
or don't get no bigger?
floor. He having him a good Nobody told him he couldn't come in.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Nobody disrespected. The Hollis Street Police Department investigated. They never asked to even see my tapes. Now look, he gonna go on do him a little shuffle back on the dance floor. He having him a good time. Nobody told him he couldn't come in there. Nobody disrespected him. He had him a good time. Ain't no such thing as I'ma say it, ain't no such thing as the white people can't come in here in CJs. We got white people that come in here, we got Hispanics that come in here, we got all races that come in here. We ain't exclude nobody to come enjoy themselves, although we can talking about underage girls, which that's another thing. I'm gonna show video where it's all adults in here. I'm just giving it to y'all. I got to give it to y'all in this long length of time so y'all can see what the lick was. He dancing. He came in the club with another Caucasian gentleman. He's somewhere lost in the sauce in the party having him a good time. He ain't even paying no attention to the man he came with. He having him a good time. I'm just gonna give it to y'all all the way up until it was time to go. That's when things got crazy. And just so y'all can know, this is off my camera system. This is off my camera system. This ain't off nobody's cell phones and in the parking lot posting mess on Facebook or social media, should I say, that the police got their evidence from off of social media, but never got up with the establishment to even do an investigation to see my videos. I fought the Holly Springs Police Department. That's who I blame. Now, he mean my security guard with aggression. My manager and the Holly Springs Police Department investigated. They never asked to even see my tapes. Now, look, he gonna go and do him a little shuffle back on the dance floor. He having him a good time. Nobody told him he couldn't come in there. Nobody disrespected him. He had him a good time. Ain't no such thing as I'ma say it, ain't no such thing as the white people.
I'm gonna bring it up some so you can see it.
I'm just giving it to y'all. I gotta give it to y'all in this long length of time so y'all can see what the lick was. He dancing. He came in the club with another Caucasian gentleman. He's somewhere lost in the sauce in the party having him a good time. He ain't even paying no attention to the man he came with. He having him a good time. I'm just gonna give it to y'all all the way up until it was time to go. That's when things got crazy. And just so y'all can know, this is off my camera system.
I wanna bring it up
my camera system
so we can go down.
Police Department. That's who I blame. Now, he meet my security guard with aggression. My manager and my security guard. The lights on. It's 2 o'clock. It's time to go. I'm gonna shut up so y'all can hear the vocals.
Everywhere they are, they bring trauma. Everywhere they are.
As y'all can see, my security guard is not, he called him a nigga a million times. He never touched him. That's my manager and my security guard. Never touched him. Never touched him for using the N-word. I'm gonna show y'all when he got touched. My dope man trying to keep him calm. He's upset because it's time to go. Leaves out the door, immediately come back in and check out the footage.
Oh my goodness, right there. Okay, that's it. That's it.
You gonna believe your lying eyes or this white boy, Cassidra?
That's it. And that's when the fight probably happened. But it cut off. It cut off. So I'm done cheering, right? But I'm telling you, this is everywhere they go. They bring trauma and drama everywhere. I don't care where they go. Everywhere they go. So, and that's crazy. You can't go and have a good time without them.
Yeah, you see that, you know.
They are going to show you all of that.
Holly Springs business owner is speaking out tonight, telling your news leader the reported beating of a man on Sunday morning had nothing to do with his club. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. The owner of CJ's Lounge wants to set the record straight, he says. The incident sparked local and regional outrage after it was first labeled a hate crime. WREG's Mike Suriani spoke with the owner and has details.
And I'm saying out of my mouth that I'm not closing. I'm going to continue to exercise my beer license and exercise my privilege license from the city of Holly Springs as long as I stay in compliance with the city ordinance.
This notice from the city was posted after several code violations and following the reported beating of a Caucasian male outside the business early Sunday morning.
I'm not going to go back and forth about black and white. I'm just saying he was belligerent and aggressive and an agitator and got handled by my security.
At issue is what happened involving the subject, seen in this security camera video, wearing brown shorts, a dark t-shirt, and baseball cap, who reportedly used racial slurs against CJ's staff.
When the light came on at 2 o'clock with signals for everyone to exit the property, the party's over, he got upset and got in my security / managers, he got in his face and started saying, derogatory language, using the N-word.
Fitzpatrick says the man was escorted out of the lounge, but came back and was aggressive. He was reportedly seen in the parking lot outside CJ's throwing gang signs.
Yeah, I want to consider it. Look at the brother. Look how fast the brother.
Outside CJ's. Back and was aggressive. He was reportedly seen.
Look, the brother fist is already ready. He ain't even looking.
I want to see them clock that dude.
He ain't even looking. The fist is coming.
You don't even see it coming, do it. Why he came in there? They should have locked the door when his ass was outside. They should have locked the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my mama take Kennedy off the wall and put this picture up
Hey,
there.
Bakari say, is he up? Is Bakari down there still in the back? Oh, okay, he gone. Because I see he said that
He might be gone. Okay. Yeah, he gone. He probably asleep.
That's crazy.
I just had to stop that part.
In the parking lot outside CJ's throwing gang signs.
And they said that the guy swung on one of the other guys who was on the parking lot, and that initiated the fight outside, with his clothes being removed and so forth.
Fitzpatrick says to his knowledge, the victim was not molested or sexually assaulted, as investigators have suggested. He says what happened is unfortunate that investigators have not asked to see his video.
To be honest with you, I have to be totally honest. I'm not here to clear up his name. I'm here to clear up mine and my business.
For your news leader in Holly Springs, Mike Surian.
So they blaming this brother and his owner, his business.
He can't, they just trying to shut it down. That's over there. But the dude shouldn't have been in the first place. I'm sorry. If it's a black owned club and black folk having a good time, when they come, they get ready to start something. You know it. They always bring trauma and drama with them. I don't care where they go. They always bring, ain't that what the white dude said earlier? Wherever they come, they try to colonize it. He's trying to colonize the club, huh? It ain't yours to colonize.
And if any of y'all have that actual video of them on the let me get that.
On the outside, outside the club.
That gotta be in rotation.
Outside the club. Yeah, we need that video.
But yeah, that's the because they do, like Bakari was saying, they feel like they can come in and you're supposed to just take it. That's why they're like, this brother actually did something.
Shit, yeah, you ain't gonna come up there and get in somebody's face and not get it knocked off.
Mm-hmm.
So he had every God-given right to protect himself when he pushed him on that floor like that. He should have whooped up on him then. But at least they didn't get outside.
Yeah, if anybody got that video, let me get that thing.
That's crazy.
But
keep your hands to yourself. Ain't that what we told the little twin, the little boy, Anthony boy? Who didn't it? Ain't that what happened with the Anthony boy?
Yeah.
Sure, touching folk. Then you keep your hands to yourself.
And let's see what the news was saying.
Was reportedly heard using racial slurs.
At this point in time, that's a critical part of this investigation because we have heard the same thing. However, we want to make sure that is exactly what happened. But
however, it's on tape.
And if it is, that would be reacted on as well.
I was hearing him blare out and yell out the N-word repeatedly.
Miles Stone is part-time DJ and security at CJ's and says he heard the victim's derogatory remarks.
The victims.
Everybody on planet Earth has to live with their choices, and he walked in the choice to be very hateful, very negative.
Police believe the incident started inside CJ's lounge and spilled out into this courtyard. This is where investigators say the victim was beaten. He was robbed, stripped of his clothing.
Robbed.
While onlookers took video and laughed.
His ass shouldn't have been there in the first place.
You guys, his jaws busted open, his eyes.
If any of those got those videos of the laughing in the video, please send it in.
Busted. He's just in a terrible state of mind right now.
Holly Springs police are not releasing the video they were able to get off.
The white boy in a terrible state of mind.
Yeah, he was. Oh, he was born like that. That didn't happen that night. He was born like that.
Yeah, well, you're right. You're right. That's a fact.
He has his jaws busted open, his eyes busted. He's just in a terrible state of mind right now.
Holly Springs police are not releasing the video they were able to get off Facebook, describing it as too graphic. They also say the owner of CJ's has not been cooperative and has not provided video from the lounge.
They didn't go and get it. Did they go and ask for the video? What are he supposed to do? So I'm not taking their word for it over the owners. Why wouldn't the owner, if they had, why wouldn't he get a video? Then nobody came and got it.
Yeah.
So I believe the owner. I don't believe nothing they try to say. They can say whatever they want. And they always lying in the news anyway, trying to make black folk look bad as they can.
Yeah. Cassidra, what would you do? What about this one? All right, check it out. What if this white girl did this to you?
Get off the fucking street. You are not.
Oh, no. Jesus. Have mercy. Have mercy. Woo.
Is this
Have
moving on?
Have mercy, Jesus. Have mercy, Lord. I'd have been fooled, Lord. Have mercy. I don't have stuff like that happen to me. I just don't. I don't have stuff like that happen to me. I just look at them. I don't have stuff like that happen. She wouldn't have ever walked up on me doing that. Ever.
It's like the cup out the girl hand.
Get off the fucking street. You are not.
Oh, what?
You see, she moved right on along now. She ain't even mess with her no more.
Moved her ass right on. She thinks she did it for him, did she? She would. Oh God, please help me. Whoo, honey, she just thought she's turning around. I had that hand, I had a whole head full of handful of hair. You ain't going nowhere.
Yo,
honey, I just everywhere they are. Oh my God, everywhere they are. This is a culture. It's not even white. It's a culture now. This is how they act. But black men gonna tell us, black women, that this peace is peaceful with them. You crazy. You either brainwashed, blind, or just I don't know. Anytime you're gonna compare us to them and say they're more peaceful and quieter than we are, seriously? Okay.
Yeah, you said.
Keep on telling that lie to yourselves.
Look, Cassidra, even nature tired of them, right? They're smarter than us. Look at
I love that. Oh man. Oh my God. Yes. He probably was trying to have sex with that thing.
I can't make it bigger.
He was trying to have sex with that thing. You ain't gonna tell me he was.
Tanner.
I guarantee he was. I promise you he was. He was trying to have sex with that deer, that animal right there.
They're trying to scare the deer away. The deer tearing her ass up.
He trying to pull his hands up.
I'm sorry, but the screams make it even more funny. And the other dude's trying to, hey, get away. The deer ain't even think about it.
You ain't gonna tell me he wasn't trying to have sex with that thing. He was trying to have sex in the bushes with that thing. I don't care what you say.
Oh man.
He was trying to have sex with that.
No, I'm sorry.
What you in the bushes for with that? Why you in the bushes if you weren't trying to have sex?
Well, that's hilarious. They're smarter than we is.
They sick of them too. I don't blame you, baby. Beat them up for me. Get a couple licks in there for me.
I don't know. I'm sorry. That's funny as hell.
Get him to me. Come on, get him. He's squealing and everything. Get out of here. Look at him. I love it.
Oh man, I'm sorry. All right, so
We already know what the problem. We already know what he's trying. We already know. We ain't gonna act like we don't.
Yeah. But anyway, considering I'm trying to find the CJ's bar. But you got anything to say to kind of wrap it up?
I think CJ Barr said it all for me. And that deer, what that little deer was, that deer was handling his business. I love it. I love it. But I'm just saying, y'all, when you see them coming, just know they bringing some trauma and drama with them. Period. Because that's what they represent. That's who they are. And they'll never change. They will never change. And how they convinced our men that they're okay and they're harmless. That's the question of the year. You had this dude that disrespected black women, but every time you notice, let me share something with you. If you notice, every time you got a black man that disrespect black women like that to go with them, they end up getting murdered by them women. That same thing happened to the OnlyFans. Remember the Nigerian? He disrespected black women so bad, and what happened? His woman murdered him. You can't do that. We're the goddess. We are gods. You cannot disrespect us. We're trendsetters, baby. We built this. We're the salt of the earth. You can't disrespect us and get away with it.
Yeah.
Not for those. You gonna come against your own for them? You can't do it. And I'm hoping that their eyes are gonna be woken up to help them to understand that the grass is not green on the other side. You get over there, you see all that dookie. And that's what it is, dookie. You didn't switch a queen for a piece of dookie. Shame on you. Shame on you. Because anything they do to you, they're going to get away with it. And you can't get away from them without them causing some trauma in your life. Because they know the law. They know what's going to happen. They know all they got to do is holler. You hit me or you raped me. Or you just looked at me. Or oops, it was a mistake that he did. Oops, it was a mistake. Because that's not what she said when the boy first was shot. The 911 said something totally different. And that's what I believe happened, the 911. Now they didn't coax her and they didn't say, hey, I need you to say this, 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 and this. She didn't say the story, went to court, said the same story, and walked. Police officers helped her with that. They knew what to say. They knew what she needed to say in order to walk. But if you want to take that risk and you want to marry, you don't get with a snake. Because all of them poisonous. Or you put them in a bowl, you can't tell which ones. But still, you could have that poisonous one. But you won't know until you wake up dead that was the poisonous snake. But I'm going to rest with that. I hope y'all waking up. I hope y'all waking up to the system. Hope y'all waking up to them women. Hope y'all waking up to these trauma, these PTSD folk, these hybrids, Satan's seeds. I hope you understanding who they really are. Because a lot of times we don't even recognize our enemies. We say human is human. It's not. Those are not humans. And when I hear a person say that, I know that they're ignorant. They don't know any better. They believe that verse, God made the world, loved the whole world. He ain't talking about them. He know who those demons are. He said ain't nothing good in them. He said they worse than spittle. But now you're going to be friends with them. Some he told you that wasn't nothing good in them. But you're going to tell God, you're going to tell the universe, you're going to tell the Most High, they good. They good. They good. All right. He ain't going to be the only one. He ain't going to be the only one that die by their hands. Got a whole lot of Miriam now. And making little bitty enemies. Little demon babies. What Khalid Muhammad say? Kill the babies. But I rest with that.
All I can say is the deer didn't go up to like the wolf and be like, hey,
okay,
can you treat me fairly when I come into the wolf's den? Can you let little Bambi and me walk free? Nah. Be like this deer you just saw. You know what I'm saying? They're smarter than us. Now I can't find this video, but this is close enough. But I'm gonna try to find it for the next time because I gotta go in the archive right there. But this is close enough for the last statement. Is off the news, but whatever.
Video surfaces of a man police say. Video surfaces of a man police say might have been a victim of a hate crime.
It's strict man.
Officers say an intoxicated man walked into a Marshall County club and used the N-word when referring to the patrons.
Investigators say that the bar is also a problem spot. They say that they respond to.
Anyway.
No, it's not a problem spot. It's not. They're going to say that anytime black folk want to have their own business, they're going to find something wrong with it. Y'all stop believing this news stuff. Anytime they say something negative about a black-owned business, that's because they want to shut it down. That's all it's about. We can't never have nothing. That's why they don't even need to be in our atmosphere. Total separation from these demons and devils. Half of the stuff wouldn't even be so if they weren't in our atmosphere. We'd be just as happy and peaceful. But here they come. We can't never have nothing to ourselves. Go ahead. I rest.
No, in fact, you're right. No, you're right. And you know, that's why you have the brother like Rodney Hinton, who, like I said, my brother MD2 would say probably was the most in reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who reacted like that deer. You see how that deer didn't care if you come near its offspring?
Yep.
I don't
You
care
tell
who
them.
you is, what you is,
Especially
what
when you're trying to
species
have
you are.
sex with them.
Yeah, trying to pull them in the bushes and all that. I don't care what species you are. I'm gonna tear your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Until we develop that mentality,
Yes.
then you know, I don't know what to tell you. And it's like Malcolm X said, you know what? I'll let this last 30 seconds because he was right. So that should be the last words.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say, shouts out to Jermaine Thompson. Shouts out to my brother Bakari, who was in the building.
Yes.
And thanks for coming through, my brother. Shouts out to Raw. I appreciate you always coming through. My brother MD2. I appreciate you, my brother. Always coming through. Matron, y'all subscribe to Matron channel. Shouts out to Matron. Great readings. Shouts out to Kofi in the building. Y'all subscribe to him, you know. And everybody else who was in the building or will be, my brother Anthony and Erica Howard and everybody else. Shouts out to y'all. And definitely shouts out to CassidraCheek. Shouts out to Realm in the Bush organization and everything that she doing.
We're working it out. That's what we're doing. Working it out.
We're gonna have to do a one based off of what's like, well, what you can talk about, you know.
Okay.
But I'll let Malcolm X out of that.
You bleed when the white man says bleed. You bite when the white man says bite. And you bark when the white man says bark. I hate to say this about us, but it's true. How you gonna be nonviolent in Mississippi as violent as you were in Korea? How can you justify being nonviolent in Mississippi and Alabama when your churches are being bombed and your little girls are being murdered? And at the same time, you're going to get violent with Hitler and Tojo and somebody else that you don't even know.
And shouts out to them brothers in Mississippi who did get active, you know. Yeah. Shouts out to them brothers.
Yes.
And if anybody get it, send the video. I'm going to look for it. But anyway, as always, man, we have got to start standing for something or we're going to keep falling for anything.
Peace, family.